Okay, this is the how to draw the spacer. Um, right here, this is the worksheet we were given how to draw the spacer. It's asking us to draw the top view of this shape. So up here it says draw the top view of the spacer shown below. Assume that all the ribs have a width of 0.2 and are symmetrical about the center line. Try this approach. Create the hexagon and offset it. Add one set of circles and array them. Draw lines joining the center of the circles, polygons, then offset the lines. Fillet them, array them. Note the fillets are between lines and circles, and between lines and the outer polygon, not between lines. Okay, so with that being said, it's kind of telling us how to draw this. So let's just kind of look at our dimensions. So our outside circle is a 4 diameter. Our little circle is a 0.5 diameter. Our outside is 0.75. And our space is 0.2, as it says up in here. Our outside hexagon is 0.7. So we have this outer circle, and I notice the center line of this hexagon hits these points. So that's important on how we want to draw this. So first I'm going to draw this outside circle. Then I'm going to draw this hexagon here. I'm going to draw these center lines. Okay, that's where I'm going to start at. So we're going to get our drawing. We're going to check our units. Okay, so here we have decimals and it's millimeters. Okay, so we're going to make sure we're in the correct layer. Center line, our circle, going to go to the diameter. I'm going to make the center 0, 0, 0. And that's a diameter of 4. Okay, so then we're going to go to our polygon to get our outside hexagon. So again, down here, it's asking us for our how many sides we want. So we're going to put in 6. Okay, now here, remember it's asking us inscribe or circumscribe. We're going to go with inscribe. Okay, and we're just going to hit the quadrant of that circle. So that's the center line of all those circles there. So with that being said, we are going to just draw some construction lines real quick. XL is the command, or else these construction lines. Okay, so it's asking us for the center point. We're going to hit the center. We're going to hit this endpoint, that endpoint, and that endpoint. Okay, so we got all them. I'm going to offset that circle 0.75 because I want to trim these lines. It's going to offset at 0.75. It's just a random dimension that I picked to shorten these lines up. Nothing out of the ordinary. There we go. So we're going to erase that circle. So we have all our center lines now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to draw these 2 circles. So I'm just going to draw one and I'm going to array it. Now we notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go 6 equal spaces. Now we're going to make the center of them wherever this hexagon hits. Okay? See wherever the hexagon hits? That's where the center of the circles are. Okay, so the inside circle, the diameter of it was 0.5. And the other diameter was 0.75. Just want to make sure those are on the right thing. And I got to get them on the correct layer. I'm going to change my layer to visible. Okay, so now we're going to array these using the polar array. Over here, hit polar array. Okay, so we get these 2. Now it's asking me for the center point, right? I'm going to use the center of this circle. And the items we want is 6, which it already is set to 6, and we hit enter. Okay, there you go. So now we have those. Now, we are going to do the outside hexagon to get these lines here. Okay? Now we're going to kind of draw one of these and then array it and fill it out that way. So maybe we'll draw this hexagon first. and then we'll start drawing this piece. So we'll go to hexagon. It's 6 sides that we want, right? So we're going to go hit enter for 6. We're going to go to the center of this, shift right click, and it is asking us for inscribe or circumscribe. We are going to go C for circumscribed. Now, the way this works is I'm going to turn on my ortho, and if you notice on the PDF here, or the worksheet, it says 0.75. If you notice, our line's going from the center out. So we want to put half the distance, which is 0.375. And hit enter. There you go. So now we're going to get to this point. So we're going to offset this 0.10 because remember the total width is 0.2, so we're just going off to each side. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to trim this. Well, let's do a match properties. I'm going to do this. Okay, there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this hexagon here. Trim. I'm going to pick this line and this line. Hit that. Hit that. Hit that. Hit that. Trim that. Okay. Get rid of this one and this one. Okay. And then I'm going to offset this one 0.2 because that's the width of it. 2. Okay. So we have that. And we have this. And then we're going to want to offset these 0.1. Okay. I'm just going to do just the one side because we're going to array this and it'll fill in all around. So we're going to use our match properties and match the correct layer to get this. Okay. Now, what I can tell you is these are still polylines. So when this came to a hexagon, this is considered a polyline. And the one way you can tell it's a polyline is you see this little long blue bar here. That's an indication it's a polyline. So if you remember the command explode, which is X and enter, you click on the line, the 2 lines, and you hit enter. Now you see how it's a square? See the difference between the two, the long bar and the square? So we want this to be a line. The reason is it won't fill it around these circles. Now with us arraying these circles, it becomes one object. Again, we want to explode them too. So we hit explode. Okay, so then we now they're individual circles. It's not one thing now. So we're going to fillet this. We're going to go to fillet. We're going to change the radius to 0.2. Just kind of fill it around here. Yeah. See, oh, there we go. That was a polyline, so we had to do it. So we had to, I exploded it now and filled it around that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit polar array again. I'm going to hit all my lines. Oops, I forgot to fill it here. There you go. Now I'm going to do the polar array. So click all my lines here. Okay, so I got all my lines that I want to array. Okay, I'm going to use this as a center. Make sure it's 6, which it's already defaulted to 6 right now. Hit enter. There we go. We have the object drawn already. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? And then we're going to go through and we're going to dimension it. So what we want to do is we want to go to the dim styles. So the one thing I want to make sure on my dim styles, and they're standard, is the primary units. The precision is the 2 zeros. Okay. We want the nanoscale, this scale right here, to be 0.5. Again, the primary units, 2 zeros. Okay. That should be what we need. It's enclosed. And then we're going to go to home, change to our layer, annotate, and we're just going to kind of dimension here. Okay. Okay. 0.5, we got that. Okay, so then we got our radius, or our diameter. Okay, so we got to finish that note. 6 places, PLAC units. Okay, there we go. We're going to hit the diameter again, maybe. Okay, trying to line it up, make it look all nice and pretty. Okay, and we're going to have 6 holes equally spaced. Okay. Okay, so if I double click on that again, it'll come active. I'm just going to hit enter to make it look, 2 spaces right there. Pretty sure we can bring that in, right? And then we have our diameter down here of 4. Okay, and then we want our note down here, so we're going to type in MT for MTeX. Okay, I'm going to type in all fillets R.2 0. Okay, now you notice the text is a little bigger than this, so we want that to be the same. So over here, text height, and if you remember, I believe it's under view, and then properties. Okay, that gets us our properties thing. But yes, under here, we're gonna click on this. We want our text height to be 0.09. Okay. We have our dimension here. And then we have one more dimension to get. Linear. Okay. We want to go this way. We're going to take this, grab this, pull it off of there. Okay. Grips can move things around a little bit better. And then we're going to hit the icon over, hit enter, TYP, enter. Okay. There we go. And we have everything here. Now remember to put it on a title block to a scale. And match the scale down here and put it in. Put your title and put your name. And this is how you draw the spacer.